we've had an abrupt end to the little episode we put on yesterday. That's for those who watch this space. And I'm laughing because it's, of course, presumptions. At times, there's no notion of who, if any, watching. If we look on YouTube, there's one, presumably the one checking to see if there's some harmful material in here. Now on the blog there's another story. There's a blog where it looks like in the end there are 100 clicks. Maybe one of them is really watching, so who knows. Sometimes there's a dilemma here to carry on when there's no reason, there's nobody to get anything out of this, or to be courageous, brave, resilient, and say, well, yeah, if there are a couple interested, why not? I'm sorry, I don't think let's move on and we'll finish this because my battery yesterday was cut short because the phone went dead, lost its battery. Maybe today I'm losing mine. But I was in the car driving to at least move a few minutes ahead with the story. I told you there's a dove rescued from cats. This one, another one is dead in the garden outside. Caught that one. I mean, caught and finished. This one is recovered. Getting ready to fly. If you hear something, that's him or her getting ready for spring, I guess, because for another 2 months he will stay there. So enough with a short trip to the present. Let's move back in the car. So she accepted the ride. This stranger talked to in front of the lawyer's office and then again at the tickets place. So I think it was interrupted when we were climbing this avenue. And somehow she says, well, if you want to see me this evening, I'm busy giving this award at the Sala Polivalente for the athlete of the year, one of the athletes of the year, and that's Miss me. And then maybe I just thought after that I could have said some of those things with memory. So yeah, and I'm the Maharaja of Tamil Nadu, Indian state or rather. With memory, by the way, is it in Peter de Vries, one of the books that I read recently. Memory is an interesting thing. It also tells you, it's not just, of course, a diary of what happened and so much more, but it tells you, it's a description of the person. It tells you about the person who's remembering. What he or she or they remember is a testimony about them. I think it's something like that. It was in the book, and it's interesting. It tells you about the person. That is, of course, if they remember. Maybe what they take out is also, and anyway, she was serious. And then there's another thing I thought of recently, making the connection this time with Influence by Robert Cialdini, a classical psychology. There's a principle in there, the principle of respect for authority. and that's an amazing book indeed, because it gives you so much research and so much about human behavior, misbehavior. There's the Milgram experiment, maybe it was there, when they supposedly use electricity to shock people because someone in authority says so. I will not get into the details of that. It's just the fact that most of us are ready to go on applying pain, inflicting pain on others because somebody in a position of authority says so. 60% also go to 220 volts or more, which is enough to have someone dead. And that's one thing. And then another is funnier. They looked at cars stopped at traffic lights, and when drivers in a position to wait, even when the light is green, their reaction shows again about this respect for authority when they have luxury brands in front. Lexus, Audi, Mercedes, and so on. They take longer before they react to the changing of the light, using the horn. Come on, move on. Than when it's a common brand, Toyota, or whatever, because they respect the authority of the luxury brand. And I was thinking maybe that was part of the reason, the main reason why she paid attention, because there was an Audi car, quite bold one, but still back then that was so important. 1990, after the revolution, this was such a poor country after the devastation of the communist regime. And you had very few Dacias on the road, never mind a foreign brand, so that was maybe then. And then, in my case, I had to think about what role this principle of respect for authority play. I mean, the moment she said, I am this Queen of Beauty, I doubted. I said, okay, that's a joke. But then when I saw it's true, I started respecting that authority, and still do. Maybe I'm talking about this. The connection, the little story with this actress or the other. It's out of the mind. I don't have the names anymore. Never mind details. Well, some are there. We'll get to this in the post-traumatic stress disorder period, which comes after the end of this series of 162 episodes. But it clearly played a role. I mean, it's foolish to deny her attraction, her character strengths, her good looks, her dazzling qualities. Sometimes I think of, for instance, the moment when she sang. So she was getting ready. She was preparing for the exam, for admission into the acting university, acting. She wanted an acting career, and you have to pass some tests, and one of them, and if I remember well, was singing. I mean, you don't become a soprano, but there is something there. Let's not. This is not about what do you need to become an actor. So there was something there, and she was phenomenal. And I don't mean just a good voice, which she had, maybe still has, I don't know. But the presence, the warmth, the likability, the way she felt the emotion or projected were coming back to the role and the good actor. Into the Hermitage, I have a few notes there on the blog. On To the Hermitage, Malcolm Bradbury, a great author. He also wrote Rates of Exchange on History Man. Again, recently on History Man. There was a second note because I've read it twice. So into the Hermitage, he talks of the role and the remark that the less an actor seems to put into his role, the more he gets out of it. That is, it looks as if it's a mistake to I'm passionate. I'm using the heart. No, use the brain. That's that. To cut a long story short, it seems to be the essence of it. So whatever it was, the effect was wonderful. So, well, maybe in the next few episodes, I realize what it was, how much interest, just some materialistic wish to get ahead and use some support, and how much was genuine feeling